Navy culinary specialists have a proud tradition of being a part of partnership and allowed to crew on board naval vessels for all around the world. We serve on ships, submarines, planes, sea battalions, and naval bases. We serve at the White House, Vice President's residence, Camp David, and the Pentagon, and the residence of our 4-star flag officers. We stand ready at all times to make our significant contributions to answering our nation's call. To commence today's graduation, we will have opening remarks from Chief Warrant Officer 5, Alethea Castro, U.S. Naval Academy, Civil Service Officer. A native of Lake Orion, Michigan, Alethea Castro enlisted in the Navy on July 1994 as a fireman recruit and was designated MS in 1995. Reported to Naval Station Rosenberg Roads, Puerto Rico, 1994 through 1998, where she worked as a building petty officer and front desk clerk and the galley as a cook on watch. Transferred to USS Q City, CG-66, from 1998 to 2002, homeported in Mayport, Florida. While stationed on the USS Q City, she served as a war room cook, CO's cook, repair parts petty officer, breakfast keeper, cook on watch, and night baker. She was selected for the Command Advancement Supply Corps School before reporting to USS Iwo Jima as a food service officer in 2010 and 2013. She is now serving as the current U.S. Food Service Officer at the U.S. Naval Academy, feeding over 4,600 future naval officers. Please give a warm welcome to CWO5 Castro.
Thank you for that warm welcome. And I tell you what, I can't even start this speech off and read it because I was so excited when I saw you guys march in.
Yeah.
Whenever I see the new fleet of CSs ready to go and be excited to kind of go to the fleet, I'm excited too. And I'm ready for C. Are you? Everybody ready?
Yeah.
Is everybody ready for C? Let me hear it.
Yeah.
I'm excited now. But good morning. First of all, I'd like to start to say good morning. Thank you for the families that came, staff that actually had the opportunity to teach these wonderful sailors. Thank you for these sailors, actually, for you guys and your hard work and dedication to pass all your courses and to be able to go on to the fleet. I'm excited here to represent a time-honored tradition of graduation and celebrating you moving to the fleet. In my career, I have had the opportunity to feed thousands and thousands of sailors fine Navy chow, and that is what you're about to do when you go to the fleet. I've done this for 27 years, and I tell you what, it only gets better, and there's only more learning that happens when you go out there. So the first time, actually, this is my 4th time doing a graduation speech. That's how much I love coming out here. The first time I did a graduation speech was actually the gentleman that's right behind you, CWO5 Brockington, was the first person that had me come over here. That was many, many years ago. So I have a challenge for you to make sure that you want to lead, learn, and keep trying to lead by example. And how do you do that? How do you lead by example? Is making sure that you do whatever you have to do to make sure that you maintain what your morale is. Can anybody give you morale? The answer is no. Not if it doesn't start from you. To have a good attitude, be on time at work, do what you're supposed to do, help out your shipmate, and be there and be present. What you want to do in your career and going on to the fleet is you got to remember something. Never stop learning. Lean into learning. Lean into realizing that you want to surround yourself people with smarter than you. And guess what? There's always somebody smarter than you. There's always somebody that has a skill that you don't have and you want to learn from. And you've got to kind of network with each other to help each other out in the galley. You're going to work days, hours, years as a CS with blood, sweat, and tears. Because if it isn't for you being in that mission and taking care of the galley and feeding the fleet, you are the ones that fuel the sailors. If you don't fuel the sailors right, guess what? Nothing's going to happen. Nothing's going to get done. So you probably, and no, you do have the most important job in the fleet, and I want you to remember that. But it's not easy. But obviously, if you were able to make it through and actually be able to come through this graduation with your vigorous, quick training, So how many of you thought that this was easy? Raise your hand. Oh, nobody's raising their hand. All right. So it doesn't get any easier, but that's great because you're going to be resilient and you're going to be doing great things for the fleet. So I want all of you to stand up for a minute. Stand up, please. I want you to look to your right, and I want you to say thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service.
Look to your left, and I want to say I got your back.
I got your back.
Please be seated. So these are all the folks that you need to take care of. Take care of yourself. Take care of your fellow sailors. Take care of family. And make sure because you are taking care of your country. So I'd like to end up to tell you a little bit about one of my favorite things is being on a carrier. The carrier, CSs, feed over 5,000 people. Who's ready to feed 5,000 people at one time? That's right, you can hear all your hands. You're ready, you're graduating, you're ready. So 5,000 people, and when you go on deployment, you actually see 400 to 600 pallets of parts and food that come over while you're on deployment. They drop it on the deck, they bring it over on a wire. It's some exciting stuff. So thank you for what you do. I'm excited that you're coming to the fleet, and I want to do one thing that's a little unprecedented. All the FSOs in the back, please stand up. So here today, I don't know if it's 12 or 13 now, we have about 12 to 13 FSOs here. That is a food service officer. Anybody heard that term before?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good. So these folks here, and even here your OIC, they have been doing this for hundreds of years in combination. They're the people that you want to emulate. They're the people you want to follow. They're the people you want to learn from. And guess what? They're the people you want to replace. So now it is your turn to replace all of these great minds behind you. Again, surrounding yourself with people smarter than you. And guess what? You might be the smartest person in the room. So share your ideas. Thank you for allowing me to speak, and congratulations. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, ma'am. Every aspect of your training has been designed to instill the skills and qualities deserving of this certificate. You've been through a demanding course which required a great deal of mental and physical stamina, personal pride, and extraordinary team effort. Throughout the course, you have all been exposed to a rigorous training schedule which has prepared you for duty in one of today's most demanding and rewarding career fields in the military. CWO5 Brockington and CWO5 Castro will present the graduation certificates. Attention to award. From United States Navy, Naval Technical Training Center, Detachment Fort Lee. This certifies that you are a culinary specialist graduate. You have met all requirements to graduate from CSA School. Conferred at CSA School, NTTC Detachment Fort Lee, Virginia, this 29th day of April in the year of 2022. Signed, A.J. Johnson, CWO3, Officer in Charge. First rank, right, please. CSSR, Ahansu, CG54, Ashu, Lakuska, Japan. CSSR Akima, LPD 18, New Orleans, Sasebo, Japan. CSSR Renzi, NAS Kingsville, Texas. CS3 Asumi, EDG 84, Oakley, Norfolk, Virginia. CSSA Bagnon, CBN 76, Ronald Reagan, Yakuza, Japan. CSSA Baccalaureate, BFA 14, Lemoore, California. CSSA Brown, CBN 76, Ronald Reagan, Yakuza, Japan. CSSR Bryson, CBN 76, Ronald Reagan, Yakuza, Japan. CSSA Bird, LHD 8, Macon Island, San Diego, California. CSSR Carpenter, CBN 76, Ronald Reagan, Yakuza, Japan. CSSA Cooksey, CBN 76, Ronald Reagan, Yakuza, Japan. CSSR Davis, HSC 11, Norfolk, Virginia. CSSR Dominguez, LHD 8, Macon Island, San Diego, California. CSSR Dowling, LPD 17, San Antonio, Naval Station, Norfolk. CSSR Fife, LCC 19, Blue Ridge, Yakuza, Japan. CSSR Boucher, NAPSA School, Radford, Connecticut. CSSA Garrett, CBN 77, George Bush, Naval Station, Norfolk. CSSR G, CBN 76, Ronald Reagan, Yakuza, Japan. CSSA Hernandez Hector, CBN 68, Remington, Washington. CSSR Hernandez Tommy, BAQ 139, Whidbey Island. CSSA Jones, LCC 19, Blue Ridge, Yakuza, Japan. CSSR Jordan, LSD 42, Germantown, San Diego. CSSR Kelly, CBN 76, Ronald Reagan, Yakuza, Japan.
Let's go, Kelly.
CSSR Lee, LCC 19, Blue Ridge, Yakuza, Japan. CSSA Miller, LHA 6, American, Sasebo. CSSA Morgan, LHA 6, Sasebo, Japan. CSSR Nos, BFA 25, Lemoore, California. CSSR Hayden, LHD 2, Essex, San Diego, California. CSSN Ponzio, LSD 45, Comstock, San Diego, California. CSSN Quito, LHD 4, Foster, San Diego, California. CSSR Ramos, ESB 6, Blue Crew, San Diego, California. CSSA Romero, LHD 2, Essex, San Diego, California. CSSR Segolo, DG 75, Donald Cook, Newport, Florida.
You gotta redo that.
CSSR Tolentino, LHD 1, Wasp, Norfolk.
Your episode's here.
Episode in the back.
CSSR Department, LSD 49, Harper's Ferry, San Diego, California.
Congratulations.
CSSN Wyatt, Naval Station, Norfolk, Virginia.
Congratulations.
During this 5-week course, our Navy students challenge themselves and their peers to grow both professionally and personally. We will now recognize the individual achievements of those who excel in both performance and academics. CWO5 Brockington and CWO5 Castro will present the awards. The following awards are given to the class leader, assistant class leader, master at arms, duty section leaders, assistant duty section leaders. The students receiving these awards have shown innovation and dedication to duty, reflecting great credit upon themselves. CSSN Bird, CSSA Quito, CSSA Miller, CSSA Bagnall, CSSN Bryson, CSSN Garrett, CSSA Reynolds. Attention to award from Officer in Charge, Naval Technical Training Center, Detachment Fort Lee. Subject, letter of appreciation. I want to personally thank you for altruistically volunteering to be a student leader and duty section leader for CSA School, Class 25. Your acceptance for this position displays true leadership, professionalism, and motivation. Your performance was exemplary. You have set an exceptionally high standard of excellence for future class leaders to emulate. Your actions have reflected great credit upon this command and yourself. Congratulations on a job well done. Signed, A.J. Johnson, Chief Warrant Officer 3, Supply Corps, United States Navy. So these students that you see before you today, they carry 3 traits that many leaders, I believe, should have. They be fair, firm, and consistent. They carry the class through the duration of the course and through the finish line. I have no doubt in my mind that they all will be shining stars when they get to this ship. So all of you keep demanding this. Students, on up. The following award is the Superior Culinary Award. CSSRG, CSSA Hernandez Tommy, CSSR Ugarte, CSSR White. These students were tactical when it came to following the recipe card. Always following directions, but were consistent in finding ways to enhance and better their product. This is what we mean by heart of the ship and morale of the crew. To all of you, keep demanding the best. Students, on up. I would now like to present the Hard Charger Award. CSSR Kelly, front and center. So CSSR Kelly was always willing to help others out, doing his best at whatever was asked of him from instructors, from his classmates, and always going above and beyond when it came to any task he had. Whether academically or in the galley, he was a key player inside the classroom. CSSR Kelly stated, devoted to your craft, I'm sure you're going to do great things out in the field. Student, fall out. Next, I would like to present our Undergraduate Award. This award is presented to the student who has achieved the highest grade point average. CSSN Ponzio, front and center. CSSN Ponzio was always asking questions, had a challenging mindset for always bettering himself and staying persistent in achieving a highest score, as well as helping his classmates out during the course. Please continue to keep that hunger for success as you go out to the field. Finally, I would like to present the Accelerated Advancement Program Award. This award is given to those students who have excelled in teaching performance and evaluation and achieved the top 10% in academic standing. The students receiving this award may be advanced to the grade of E4 by his or her next command between 4 to 10 months after reporting the award. This recommendation waives the time and rate requirement and the advancing exam. CSSA Bird, CSSR Kingdom, front and center. CSSA Bird, CSSR Kingdom, they understood the assignment and followed through. It is everyone's goal to always reach the next pay grade and have done that. As you go out to the fleet, I ask that you challenge yourself and set more goals to accomplish. And then you would definitely benefit from having 2 of the newest and sharpest CS3 selects. Students, fall out. Before surgery was closed remarks, I got some closed remarks. So before we do that, as we send you out to the fleet, class 25, just keep in mind everything that you learned and endured, right? Continue to perfect your craft and stay consistent on your path to feed the fleet. I'm proud of you, right? And everything that we've done in the past week, the galley class, you guys have done an outstanding job, and maybe we definitely benefit from having 36 of the newest and sharpest culinary specialists. To conclude today's ceremony, we'll have closing remarks from our officer in charge, Chief Warrant Officer 3, Johnson.
At ease, please. Morning, motivators.
Morning, sir.
You gotta get it to me. Morning, motivators.
Good morning, sir.
All right, before we leave, you know I gotta do it. Wyatt, come on and give us some of that booyah. Wake them up. Last time before you get out of here. All right.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, all the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Seats, please, seats. Now, if that doesn't give you chills, I got chills on my arm.
Take my breath away.
From that. For the last 5-6 weeks, I have been blessed to hear that every week. Anytime we have a graduation or ceremony, Wyatt, and we had another one, Sticks, they used to bless us with their voice. Beautiful talent. So whatever talents you have, please do not hide your talents. Continue to show your talents. So we're here today for your graduation. So I just want you to think in your head right now. 3 people who means the world to you. 3 people who is happy for you right now. You got 3 people in your head? 3 people who's happy for you, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, so in the mornings, when that alarm clock goes off at 4:30 in the morning, and it's time for you to get to work, I want you to think of those 3 people. I'm like, man, is these 3 people more valuable to me than this alarm clock? More valuable to me than this snooze alarm? More valuable than going back to sleep? Because everyone has a why. These 3 people is your why. The time is going to get hard. Everything is not all peaches and cream. You're going to have some bad days. But I just want you to remember, these 3 people is what you're doing it for. After you leave here, you're going home for 2 weeks. Your mother, your father, your spouse, your loved ones are so proud of you. But just remember, you're doing this for them, and you're doing it for yourself as well. So I give y'all a lot of stories. I tell you a lot of stories over the last 5 weeks, right? So it's a new one. So I can kill an alligator with my bare hands. Looking at your faces, you're like, why? How can you do that, sir? You tell us a lot of stories, and you never lied to us. So I can kill an alligator with my bare hands. Some people say, how can you do that? After an alligator eats, guess what? It gets paralyzed. It gets paralyzed. After it eats, it gets paralyzed. So I wait till after it eats, then I have the ability to basically kill an alligator. When I say that is, right now, you're graduating, right? This is the top right now of your naval career. Top of your naval career. You're hungry, you're full, you're happy. Guess what? You still have more to achieve. Don't get paralyzed. Continue to strive. Continue to do more. Continue to learn from your shipmates who's on the right and left of you. So the top of one mountain is the bottom of the next. Say that again. The top of one mountain is the bottom of the next. So continue to strive. Continue to have that hunger to do more. So this is the last thing I'm going to say to you, and I want you to keep this motivation until you go out to the field. It's too easy.
It's too easy.
We got this.
We got this.
It's too easy.
It's too easy.
We got this.
We got this.
All in.
All the time.
All in.
All the time.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, sir. Congratulations, graduates. We have a slideshow that you for So this over the course of the 5 weeks, so y'all can see how we broke in the mentors. Last leader, you can see it says Bird. Miller know what she do best. Kid though, always busy, always doing something. So the first student of the week, CSS Ponzio. He insisted that I correct it, CSS Ponzio.
Yes, that's correct.
Say Lisa Trickery, first week in class. Good job. Small quantity big SQB, so the second week in class. Miller, here. Okay, she got the galley last week. Of course. There you go, right, look at it.